We're going to be talking about the dirty word money and ratings too. But money is a thing that I hear thrown around all the time in the cricket community like it's a bad thing. Like the SA20 is focusing on money and the T20 tournament rather than Test cricket. And somehow that's supposed to be a bad thing. But seriously, having money is like gasoline. It's so important. If you don't have money, you don't have cricket. It's an absolute necessity. So, we're going to be talking about how much money did Major League Cricket make in 2023 based on a question that I received earlier today. Let's get into it. So this whole video was sparked by a comment made by Aditya who asked me, what was Major League Cricket's first season viewership in the United States of America? And the fact of the matter is we don't know because on television only 3 games were actually televised on national TV, and it was on such a small platform that we don't have the ratings for them. It was also done on an online platform and they don't release their numbers. So I can't tell you that, unfortunately. But here's what I can tell you about some of the online metrics that, and we'll kind of compare it to Indian Premier League and the SA20. And I chose SA20 because it is a relatively new league like Major League Cricket, and we're probably gonna beat them up. Okay, so X or Twitter. I don't know what the name of this is. Twitter. X is like, I don't know, hard to look up. So, how many followers on X do we have? 39.6 thousand. And SA20 is beating us handily with 56,000. Now, how many do you think are in Indian Premier League? Any guesses? Any guesses? 8.6 million, boy. So obviously, Indian Premier League has us beat by a lot. Let's take a look on YouTube subscribers. We have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, whereas SA20 only has 86.1 subscribers, and Indian Premier League doesn't even mess with YouTube, and I don't blame them. I guess they don't have to. Their TV deals are, above and beyond anything we would get from YouTube. Let's talk about Instagram. Okay. I'm still learning how to use Instagram. If you ever message me there, like I have no idea, it makes me feel really old. We have 106,000 followers on Instagram. SA20 only has 91.1 thousand. Yeah. And Indian Premier League obviously has done the work. 9.2 million viewers or subscribers or followers. I don't even know what the word is on Instagram. And let's talk about Facebook. And my boy Dipto Kumar said, you got to get a Facebook because Facebook is really popular in South Asia. I kind of use it. We have 162,000 followers on Facebook. SA20 is all the way at the bottom with 48,000. Got to catch up. And Indian Premier League is miles, or kilometers ahead of the competition on Facebook. 23 million. That is insane. But this is an actual photo of the Major League Cricket. That's actually Kyron Pollard from what's it? Mumbai Indians, New York. Is it? The landmark competition garnered extensive local, national, and international news coverage. What we want is local and national coverage. It's probably very easy to get international coverage. We want national, we want local, okay? Social channels generated more than 110 million impressions, 9 million engagement with fans, 40 million views. MLC's match highlights on YouTube also racked up more than 15 million views worldwide. Still, it doesn't give us much about specifically United States of America because that's where it matters the most, but it's a good start. So, sold out crowds packed more than 2/3 of the matches in our first inaugural MLC season with an attendance of nearly 70,000 fans across the games. And these were in Grand Prairie and Church Street Park in Morrisville, North Carolina. Um, there were 3 live broadcasts with 30 cameras in the production, and it was shown in 87 countries. And again, this was shown on Willow. Um, it's complicated. If you live in the United States, I'll make a video explaining this, but you need to get Sling TV first. It's going to cost like $15 to $20, and then you get Willow, which is another $10. it's worth it, but you need both of those to make it work. Otherwise, many videos on Willow will not work. Some will, some won't. And it was also shown on CBS Sports Network. Now, CBS is a national network, but we're not talking about the national network. We're talking about the sports network. So it's a much smaller channel. Um, they don't publish their ratings. It's so small, it wouldn't even be worth it, but it's a very, very small number. Okay. Most of the people are watching it on YouTube and Willow Sling TV. And I would say that most people who saw Major League Cricket saw it live. They're probably not going to watch it on TV, and that needs to change, but it's a changing landscape with television and things like that. I don't even have cable, I don't have television. I do all my stuff online. So I don't watch TV like that. I watch cricket stuff, but I watch it on Willow and Sling TV. So, you know, I I would definitely like this much better. International providers include TNT Sports or like BT Sports, United Kingdom, Sports 18 in India, Fox Cricket in Australia, Sky Sport in New Zealand. So this is from Cricket Info, Peter de la Pena, and go check him out. I want to give him credit because he was the guy who took pictures of the stadium in New York. He was the guy. I take a lot of his information, so I want to give him credit. Please check him out on Cricket Info and give him the respect and the credit that he deserves for getting this information. I really appreciate it. So, over 70,000 people attended matches in Major League Cricket, and that was at around 80% capacity. And it generated more than 2.8 million ticket sales overall. So, they put an investment of 150 million overall into the product. We're already making money off of it, a total revenue of 2.8 million just in ticket sales. And so who knows what we're doing in television deals. I talked to my boy Utsav Chandak last weekend, and he said his biggest gripe with Canadian Global T20 is that the TV deals are organized to broadcast to people in India. And so we don't want that. We want broadcast in the United States. We want to make money in the United States. So I think that's a good first start. So last thing I'm going to talk about here, the 100 Faces MLC Clash as 2024 fixtures are announced. So MLC paid its top earners $175,000 in its inaugural or first season to play a minimum of 5 games. Now, if you look at the 100, their highest salary is 159,000 for a minimum of 8 games. So we're paying higher than the 100 competition, which I think is pretty great. And then the men's 100 salaries are going to be frozen for next year. That's like really cold. Why would they freeze them? Anyway, no, they're obviously not going to increase for next year. But this is a big, I think this is a big thing for Major League Cricket, showing that we can pay just as much as the other competitions. Obviously, Indian Premier League is nowhere close to us, but we can be easily up there with a lot of the other competitions. And so it gives me great hope for the future, just seeing what we're able to do. The last thing I wanted to show you guys was a comment left on Major League Cricket in Reddit. And the topic was, I know it was avoidable. And Moon Slammer 93 says, I don't think this season will fully give us an idea on attendance, although in my opinion, I think it's going to be really well when they play teams in cities. Yeah, right now we just have 2 locations in Texas and North Carolina. There's going to be people that pick and choose. I, I expect night games to have the best attendance, while in Texas, the heat, blah, blah, blah. Frankly, if we average 4,000 to 7,000 fans a game, that's a huge success. And if you look at other leagues like Major League Rugby, that's way above what Major League Rugby does. I assume all new stadiums built will be this size, give or take. The new stadium in New York, which is seating 34,000 for the World Cup, will probably reduce to a permanent seating of around 7,000. That's what he's saying here. I imagine most of them will for when Major League International teams play, like India, Australia, will have the modular seating, things like that. So if they can fill or get 70+% capacity every game, then Major League Cricket will be in a great position to make a ton of money. A ton of money. And I think we need to expand our season length. It's just way too short. I keep saying it, I keep saying it, I keep saying it, but it's true. In 5 to 10 years, Major League Cricket will be in a great position in the world of cricket, no doubt, no doubt. I'd see it becoming the league international players will make an effort to play in. You could play in America. You could be safe. You could live in a great city and send your kids to school in the United States. So I could see a lot of guys wanting to come here for economic pull of the United States. We're coming for you guys, okay? It's happening, whether you like it or not. And this is more proof of it. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe. And I will see you, guys, in the next video. Namaste.